Again, a League 2 match, and once again between 300 and this time it's going to be Team Project Conquerors, my bad. So PCS for sure. Again, a League 2 match, and once again I forgot to turn off between 300. Once again, I forgot to turn off my own stream, so that's amazing. Don't mind that, just streamer difficulties, and I think all should be good now, as 2 more warm-ups will be had before we go on here. With this matchup. I want to thank everyone who's come over for these first 2 streams, showing some support for their favorite teams, and even giving me a follow. So it's very nice of you guys. These warm-ups are going to end shortly, as you can see up there. We still have some times from the THC team, such as Damages and Pingu. And Stokine is still out of the pictures for the moment, still lost with no electricity, in the dark. And so we're going to start 1v1s, and I don't know if they're going to have to do something different for 4v4, or what's going to happen there. But we will see, as this matchup is going to get started soon. Good luck, have fun. 1v1s are going to be played now. I wonder who they're going to bring to the table. With the server being reset, who are these 2 players who are going to play? Drum roll, please. It's going to be Kopitz, and up against him is going to be Era. Era played very good on this map, I find, and in the 3v3. No, he didn't play on this map. Never mind, he didn't play on this map. So let's see how he does play on this map, because what was meant to be the 4v4 turned into the 3v3. Era did not play in it on this map. And so let's see now. Kopitz, I haven't seen either, but obviously I hadn't seen anyone before their first match. And right now, Era with a better line. He's got more speed as well, and Kopitz hits the pole. And that's going to be Era winning the first round there, unless a catastrophe happens for Era. Kopitz comes in second place with Era in first, and that's going to be a win despite a 48-0. 48-0 normally won't win you a round in this on this map. Normally you're looking for a 47-7 and lower, obviously. That normally is what's going to win you the round. Kopitz has an amazing start here as he starts off strong. Era, he's going to overtake, though, with a very inside line, and Era's taking some more. Wow, and Kopitz, he's got no coping mechanism to be able to outdo him here. He's got to slow down just a little bit. They're neck and neck. Era is going to give up the lead for the inside line in the next corner, and now Kopitz needs to slow down way too much. He is 4, if not more, tenths behind. 4.5 tenths. That might turn up to 5 here after these pylons. No, it's down to just below 4, but Era's going to keep on with this lead, and that is all she's going to write for this one with a 48-0 again. Kopitz's best time is a 48-7, so he needs to pull out a 47-7 here if he wants to be competitive. He's done a 47-8 in the practice runs, and Era himself also did a 47-8. You can see that in the top right, where there are some times indicated. At number 8 is Era, and at number 9 is Kopitz for their fastest times on their 1 lap pace. And right now, Era on his pace is 1.5 tenths ahead of Kopitz, but Kopitz gets a better line, and so he is catching up. But down to 2 tenths he is. Era, he's got the inside line once again, and going for the very risky inside lines, giving him more speed and obviously winning him time. But he might hit a wall sooner rather than later. But right now, he and his team have a 3-0 lead. And that's not exactly a stranglehold, but it's not where you want to be if you're Kopitz. That's a 47-8. That's a much more respectable time for Era there. But still time that Kopitz could relatively beat. His best time in the warm-ups was a 47-8. But just a slightly faster 47-8. As Era starts off a little bit more slow. As Kopitz hits the wall, and it's going to be 4-0 for Era and his team. The 300 up against Project Conquerors here. I mean, Kopitz is still in this one. If Era saves just a little too much, Kopitz could be right back into this. And some better lines. He's below 6/10 behind. Or was just below. He is now 6/10 behind. If Era clips his head here, no, Era is going to be fine. From the view of Kopitz, he knows already that he's down 4-0. And a 48-2 for Era. Yeah, he saved a lot. He saved 3/4 there just to be able to win that one without bonking into anything. That's a smart play. Ektraz is trying to get his teammate up here and pumped up because right now, just a little bit down is Kopitz for sure. Era having some tighter and better lines, just more speed through the corners, especially until that point. Era, I might have just jinxed him there, the caster curse. That happens often in Rocket League. You just saw it there, but Era's only behind by 2/10. Let me go and take the view from Era, who is... he's pretty far behind. He is 3/10 behind now. As Kopitz, he needs to find a good line. He needs to find speed, make sure that he stays ahead. Because Era has some good lines, and he has a good finish here as well. Just behind, he's got more speed, but he doesn't have the time. 48-1 for Kopitz. These rounds are pretty slow compared to what we saw in even League 3, I think. As Kopitz brings it to a 4-1 game after the bonk from Era. And Hisaurus, a part of TCS, has just told his team, it starts from here. Ça part de là means it starts from here. And so they're thinking, they're calling the comeback right here for Kopitz. But Era just been the more consistent driver here. Faster and better when it comes to his lines. He needs to let go a bit there, allowing Kopitz back into the lead. But it's neck and neck with Kopitz taking a bad line. And, oh, he lost 2/10 just in that one. And 3/10 in 2 checkpoints. Oh, it's rough. And right now, Era, with some good times on the board, he was going to take this one as well. He doesn't hit the barrier. He doesn't hit anything. But it's funny how we saw League 3 times being faster than these guys. Once again, it is 1st to 7. So don't forget about that. Era and Kopitz still fighting it out. It's 5-1 in favor of Era. But Kopitz has a chance here, especially if he can drive another 47-8 here. But, ooh, I don't think he'll need to because Era has taken himself out of it. He's bonked. And that's going to be a win for Kopitz here. Unless Kopitz, well, he makes a mistake. I doubt he does because he's 7/10 ahead. He could just see that from the bottom left. All he needs to do is relatively save here. And he will take the W here for his team. And that's just another one out of 7 that he needs. Kind of like the if you're a Sonic fan, the Chaos Emeralds, right? 1 out of 7. Well, now he's got 2 out of 7. But Era, he's picked up 5 of them. And he only needs 2 more wins to win this one out. Meanwhile, Kopitz needs 5 more wins to win it for his team. Kopitz has had the starts relatively well, and it's mostly Era That comes back a little bit afterwards. But this is a slow start from Era. And he's taking the lines a little bit wider than you normally would. That one's pretty inside, but he slowed down a little too much. And Kopitz now still ahead by over a tenth. That's a very bad line by Kopitz, though. It allows him to have more speed than Era, even though Era really caught up there. It's neck and neck. Even though Era's a little bit behind here, he's catching up. He's taking the more inside lines. He's got a little bit more speed. If he can hit the inside lines here, he might steal it, but no, he clips just a little bit. And that is a much more respectable time. What a great round by both of them. 47-8s for both. A 48-1, which they've been getting most of the time. It's not going to be enough for that one. 47-8s, that's both of their PBs. Pretty much there. He practically just drove on this server anyway. PB on this server. I'm not sure what their personal PBs are on this map. It could be, it's possibly much higher. Maybe a 47-6 or even a 5. Or dare I say 4, but so far, Era is still pretty good. He's clinging on to a 5-3 lead. And, well, with these better lines, he's slightly slower out of this one. Let's see how fast Kopitz is. He's right behind, but these tight lines cost Era in this case. And Kopitz is going to win it, sealing it away. And that's another 47 tie, but this time it's a 47-9 for both of the players. Another great round. Era gets it stolen away. Era had a good chance at a 47-8 or even a 47-7 there. And he's losing this lead now. It's 5-4. It's 5-4. He needs to come up here with a W here to give himself some confidence. If Kopitz here is able to tie it up, it's going to be very rough. Era makes another mistake. That's his third hitting that corner. The third time he does that. He doesn't lose all too much time. So if Kopitz really just saves a little too much, he won't be able to win it. But, oh my goodness, it's rough for Era. It's another round lost for this 300 team who had a 5-1, yes, a 5-1 lead. And a 4-1 lead even. 4-0 lead, sorry. At one point, a 48-0 in favor of Kopitz. He did not save all too much. Era with a 48-3. It's tied at 5, ladies and gentlemen. The 4-win lead that Era's had, he had a few of them. He had 2 of them, in fact, and he had 3 3-point leads as well. He's lost everything here, and we're back to tied. It's a best 2 out of 3 now. Era cannot hit another wall here, or else this team is in big danger. That's so close. But he doesn't hit the wall. He comes very close to doing it. Kopitz, though, is still in the lead despite the fact that he's going for all these risky lines. And Era going for the tighter line. Kopitz going for the faster lines. The outside lines that are giving him more speed out of the corners. As he keeps the lead, he's over a tenth ahead. As Era, he's going to get more speed here. Can Era keep more? Yes, he can, but he's not going to catch up enough. And that's an amazing round from Kopitz. That is, again, a PB on this server for Kopitz. And almost a PB for Era. Era, in any other round, would have won it. But Kopitz is coming into himself. He's absolutely just gotten the confidence down 4-0 and 5-1. He's now up 6-5. And he could possibly win it in this round. But Era is ahead by nearly a tenth here. Kopitz is just behind, though. Just barely a tenth behind. And there you go. Era's given it up. Era hits the wall, and all Kopitz needs to do is not bonk here. TCS Project. Oh my goodness. They've come back down. Down by 4. Twice. Not just once, twice. GG's go all around, but Era. Oh, that was your map to win. This was your round to show us that you meant business, and sadly, it's not what we see. And it's a victory for the Conquerors, Project Conquerors, winning round 1 in the 1v1, 7-5. I can't express this enough. This is practically, it is an upset win at this point, right? Because that is 100% the eyes in the hands of Era. It's just sad to see the wind falling through his fingers, slipping through there. It's a shame for 300 and Era. They'll need a comeback here in this 3v3. Of course, the server is not being played on right now. They're just warming up for the 3v3. And I'm guessing Quentin and Shumiskins aren't going to be playing in this 3v3. I'd be surprised if they don't. I also haven't seen anything from anything much from Brestjan. He did play the 3v3 on the other map in the other game, right? Between THC and 300, but that's all he did. I wonder if he plays again. Maybe we'll see a lineup consisting of Shumi, Quentin, and Brescia. And they're going to go for 2 more warm-ups here. Let's see who else is on the side of PCS, Project Conquerors here. They conquered the first game, that's for sure. Kopitz, Glading, Gzawai, Ektraz, Splunk, Nerod, Abotet, and Hisaurus. I'm gonna say Hisaurus. Even though 2 S's make the word hiss, and technically it's his Horus, but I'm gonna say Hisaurus, because they're all French. Should I say their name in a French way? Because they're all French, right? Kopitz, Glating, Gzawai, Ektraz, Nairod, Splunk, Epotit, Izaris. Yeah, I think Izaris is much better, actually. Pretty sure Izaris is actually the way you're supposed to pronounce his name. But that being said, that is a lineup. That is your lineup for Project Conquerors. 300. If you weren't there for the first series, they have Era, Quentin, Shumiskins, Klovny, Brescia, Mist, and I don't think they're playing Zengo because Zengo is their team captain. And they do have another one in Stoke, but so far his power has been out because the Quebec weather right now is not allowing him to have electricity. So we are going to restart the server and start the 3v3 action, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who's going to be playing once again, but we will see very, very soon. It's their last warm-up. And I think we've got our lineups here. Shumi, Klovny, and Quentin versus Glading, Ektraz, and Gzawai. I think that's going to be our lineup here for our 6 players who are going to play in the 3v3. Speaking of the 3v3, afterwards we're going to have the 4v4. I wonder who they're going to play in the 4v4. I'll be very curious to see who goes where. So, once again, a reminder of who I think the lineups will be. You got Klovny, Quentin, and you got Shumiskins for 300, Ektraz, Glating, and Gzawai for PCS. I do believe that is who is going to be playing. Server is reset. Let's see if I am right with the players who are going to be playing. Obviously, I took the players that finished that last warm-up there. And they are starting. And it is Glading Ektraz and Zawai versus Shumiskins, Quentin, and Klovny. Klovny is still up here right now, but Shumiskins taking the better and faster, more tighter lines. He's a lot like Era, but it seems like he's just a little bit faster than Era. He's got himself quite the lead. He's over a tenth ahead of his competitor, Ektraz. His teammate, Quentin, is half a tenth behind, now a full tenth behind. Klovny is 2 tenths behind, 2.5 tenths. Zawai is 3.5 tenths behind. And it's a 1-2-3 right now for the blue 300 team. Quentin and Klovny will clear out this sweep here, and they're starting it off with a sweep. Of course, you'll love to see it if you're a 300 fan. Zawai in last, Glading in second last, Ektraz. Oh, Ektraz was third, my bad. I thought Ektraz was fourth. That's completely my bad. I think I looked at the wrong thing, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let me take a look at this, because right now, Shumiskins once again with the lead, but we're going to be with Zawai for this one, who is currently in third, getting overtaken by his own teammate for fourth, and Glading trying to get past him as well. That's not going to work. He's still in third, but Shumiskins and Klovny ahead, and that's not what you want. 1 and 2 if you're Shumiskins, though, is just perfect, because your teammate is in sixth. He's bunked. And so you need to finish 1 and 2 to make sure that this is a win for you, and it is. Ektraz is in last. Quentin's gotten past him with a reset from Ektraz. Zawai and Klovny with improvements to their overall local times, their local records. That's scary to see, because that was a 47.6 from Klovny, and he wasn't even in the lead. That is a sick time by Klovny, and yeah, all the props are due there. All the props onto 300 as well, obviously, for winning that round. But right now, it's not 300 that are in the lead, it's Glading, and Klovny is in second, Ektraz in third, but he's gone very wide. He's got a faster line. He outpaces Glading there, but Klovny is also outpaced both of them. Zawai is in fourth, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 sweep here for PCS. The Conquerors are going to win this one. Oh, they really needed that first place. Sadly, it does not come through as Klovny hits the wall. And there you go. 4, 5, and 6 for this 300 team. It's 2-1 still in their favor, but they started off strong as well, and they in the 1v1, and they ended up losing it. So they just need to find a bit more momentum here, a bit more of a cushion, because that four round win, right? That 4-1 differential still was not enough of a cushion to win it out. Shumiskins up in the lead, but Zawai and Glading are right behind him. Klovny and Quentin are trying to get into the mix, but they are 2 tenths behind. Quentin now 3 tenths behind, and so he won't be into that mix. Klovny, he's going to get himself in there. Let's go on to Klovny real quick as he's in fourth. He's trying to match the pace of his teammate, Shumiskins, who is in the lead, and he's going to win this one for his team. And it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not 1, 2, 3, my bad. It's 2, 3, and 6 for PCS. That means that Shumiskins and Klovny win it out. And actually, that 5th place was very important as well, because it gives the win to the 300 team. That is a great round indeed. Whew. I need a breather, because that is quite the series we have so far. A lot of back and forth. The lead taking different shapes almost every time. And we see everyone's different lines. Shumi has a very different philosophy than everyone else. Klovny trying to go for fast lines as well, but not inside lines like Shumi is. But because Shumi is going for inside lines, he often hits the wall, and because of that, You normally don't see him, but Shumi and Quentin, 1 and 2. After Zawai hits the wall there, Alcatraz tries to get past Quentin. Quentin's still in the lead. No, he's going to get past. And Ektraz and Zawai pick up 2nd and 3rd. Klovny takes 5th. And that one was very important. Shumi Skins came in first, obviously, with a 47.5. Great times all around by these wonderful ladies and gentlemen playing right now. I hope you wonderful ladies and gentlemen who are watching are just as entertained. TCS Glading is now in 4th as his teammate bites the dust. He tries to take the same line as Shubi and Quentin. He does so. He's still behind by a bit. His teammate, Zawai, he's the only one who's able to get up there, who's going to be able to challenge for the win from Shumi here. But Shumi's been so good. Quentin is also in 3rd. He's going to get overtaken by Glading. And Glading has an amazing line. He's got so much more speed. He's taken that from Quentin. And he's going to be in 2nd place. Who comes in 5th now? 5th place is so important. Whoever gets 5th, that's a win for the Conquerors, despite the fact Shumi drove another 47.5. Shumi Skins, absolutely bonkers times. He's doing 47.5s, just like everyone else is doing 47.8s. I see a lot more confidence in Shumi right now. He wasn't that good at the start in the last series. He bonked a lot. He made a lot of mistakes. Right now, there are very minimal mistakes, and his teammate Klovny was in the lead. He needs to let go. He's going to be in last, though. Some bad lines. He needs to catch up. He needs to at least get back to there. I'm going to go on to Glading now, who is in 4th currently. He bonks on the wall. Everyone who I'm looking at just bonks on the wall. And Klovny, he's going to go into 5th. And this is the race now. No matter what happens for the first 2 here, it's going to be this last 5th and 6th place that makes the difference. And Klovny makes sure that his team wins that one. 5th place, despite the bunk, is going to give his team the W here. It's 5-2. Once again, 5-2. It was 5-2 in favor of Era earlier on, but he wasn't able to keep it. Can this 300 team keep on with this 5-2 lead? Shumi Skins is tied in the lead right now with Zawai. My bad. Quentin and Klovny right behind. Glading is as well as Ektraz. Everyone is there within 2/10 of each other. This is a race anyone could win, but one player is out, and that's Shubi. Shubi's been so consistent, and now Zawai is free to pretty much just roam going to the finish here. Quentin has something to say. He's going to try and get through it. And Glading! He messes up! Oh no! Glading! No, Glading! That was the win for your team! Zawai! Oh no, Zawai wins that one for no reason! Oh no, what a mishap there! From Glading and 300 are on the brink of winning the 3v3. Project Conquerors need one thing and one thing only, and that's 5 straight round wins. That was their best chance with Shumi out of the picture. Zawai won the round, and it still wasn't enough. On the other side of the pond here, Zawai is in 2nd, Shumi Skins is in 3rd, Quentin is in 1st, Glading and Ektraz are in 4th. Quentin's down to 4th. Shumi Skins, oh no, Quentin. And this all comes down to who is in 4th here. Yeah, that's going to be Ektraz, and that's a win for Project Conquerors. It's an easier one, but it's still rough for both of these guys. Klovny and Quentin both bonk. allows them to win that one, but they need to win 4 more. I don't know how confident I am in this Project Conquerors team to get 5 in a row here, 4 more from this point on. As Shumiskins is way up ahead. All he needs is for his 2 teammates to really pop off and get a good time going. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go over to Klovny here, who is in last. And, I mean, if Quentin can get up to 3rd and stay in 3rd, 6 and 4, no matter what, if he stays in 3rd, he's going to win it. But he's not in 3rd, so Klovny needs to get into 5th here, and he's not going to be able to. Can Quentin get up to 3rd? It doesn't seem like it. No, he doesn't. And so this win, it still goes over in favor of PCS. That is close. PCS mounting a comeback here. We might have a player for PCS who's going to play in the 4v4 here. Pain Gendarme might come in and play here, but he's not important. What's important right now is this 3v3 match. It's almost at the end. It's almost reached its conclusion, and with Shumiskins and Quentin 43 in the lead, it's almost certain that they'll win this one. But Klovny with another massive mistake. That's not what they need. They need now for Quentin and Shumiskins to really get out there and win this one. Shumiskins and Quentin are a 10.5 ahead of their competition. 4/10 now. They've won it. A 1 and 2 is enough to win it, and that is GG's all around. The series is tied at 1, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a 47-5 from 2 players on the side of 300. And that's a sick time from both of them. And there you go. The 47-5s win it out. And we're going to go on to our last series here. This 4 o'clock EST game, aka this 21 o'clock CET game, has just gone absolutely nuts. These Europeans sure know how to play so late. But they're playing very well. I know my stream is cutting out a lot. I know. Don't worry, I was talking in between everything, and it just happens. My streaming service cuts out a lot during loading zones when the RAM is completely taken up. It happens. Don't worry about it. Hopefully I didn't cut out too much and it didn't sound absolutely horrendous, but we're back onto this map. I do believe this is called Cyanide Feet Silky. 3 warm-up rounds, and I wonder who's going to play in this 4v4. For sure, Brescia is going to be playing in it. I'm sure Nayrod is also going to be playing in this one because they haven't played at all. Hisaris hasn't played either. Ebitith hasn't played whatsoever, so plenty of players on the side of Conquerors haven't played. And on the other side, we haven't seen Mist or Brescia so far, so this 4v4 will probably consist of those two, and I wonder who they're going to put on with those two. I wonder if it's going to be Era and Shumi, or if Quentin's going to be there as well. Some good water keeps everyone hydrated. Yes, it's a good idea to keep everyone hydrated. So drink some water, guys. Oh, I haven't seen Splunk either. That is completely correct. So, Ebitith, Hisaris, Nayrod, and Splunk. That's who I'm expecting to see in this matchup, this 4v4. But we will see. So it'll be our last game of tonight, our last series of tonight, I should say. And it's going to be a tiebreaker once again. Whoever wins this 4v4 wins the match between both of these guys. A 7-5 win in favor of the Conquerors, and a 7-4 win in favor of the 300 in the 3v3. How will the 4v4 go, you think? I'm going to call this... I don't know what to call this, because I don't know these PCS players. I honestly feel like PCS, just looking at these warm-up times, right? Mist and Brescia... Mist, Brescia, Era, and Shubi's kids have some really fast times here on this map. And I did say that Mist and Brescia are probably going to be playing. We don't exactly know what PCS can bring though here. And that's the important part. We don't know how fast they can be. And that's the important thing to assess here, is that it's a massive unknown. How fast are PCS on this map? So far, though, Shumiskins has been leading this one so far. He's finished this one with a 51-2. A 51... I expect 51 threes, 51 fours. The good luck have funs as we are going to start off this series. And again, I don't wonder who's going to play in this one. I do believe I've got it right with Splunk, Hisarus, Ebatit, and Nayrod for this 4v4. Let's see. Yes, I'm completely correct. I see all four of them. Shubiskins, Era, Brescia, and Mist. That are your four for the 300. And that's who I speculated would be there, as Ebatit is out of this one, out of the running. And so we go on with Splunk here, who is in 6th currently. He overtakes Shumiskins for 5th. In the thick of things. Era is in 1st, but everyone from 1st to 5th is only 2/10 apart. I should say 1st to 6th now. As no, someone's hit the wall. Who was that? I don't know. Splunk's hit the wall, and she's hit it again. Oh no! And Hisarus up into 4th, and this is gonna be a 1-2-3 for 300. Mist makes it a 1-2-3-5. That is a big win. And Hisarus with improvement, but his other 3 teammates really let him down there with bonks on the wall. And that is how that one shakes up to be, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're curious to know, you need 19 points to outright win a round, because there's a total of 36 given. Yes, that means we can have draws here in this 4v4. And right now, Shumiskins and Era 1 and 2 as we head into the halfway point of this lap. Mist absolutely passes Splunk, but Splunk just takes the slightly faster line. He's still in it to get past these two. If they make a mistake, Splunk takes a more inside line, but Era is slightly faster. Era and Shubi are ahead still, and that's their 1-2-3, I think. That's going to be Era, Shubi, and Splunk. No, it's going to be Shubi, Era, and Splunk. Mist gets in there as well. Brescia comes in 4th, and PCS just are not looking strong on this map. Kopitz... Kopitz and Ebatit are telling their guys to go. It's rough for them though right now. It's definitely very rough. Any mistakes on the Conquerors side, this is not how you want to lose a game. Ebatit with a very good line there, but he's still last because of his slower start. Let's keep it in his position here as we watch from ahead, because everyone's only 3/10 apart here. No one's heard of the 2-meter separation that you need nowadays. Let's go on with Era here. It's a 1-2-3 for 300, but Hisarus is trying to ruin that one. Brescia, Shumiskins, and Era are up there, and Hisaris is doing his best. Nayrod is also trying to get himself into that mix, but he's just a little bit behind. Era gets past Shubi Skids, and there you go. Shubi Skids and Era with a .2. Brescia and Hisaris tie, but Hisaris just slightly behind, probably on the tens of thousands of seconds. Oh, they tied, but the tie can still be separated by the fourth digit after the second. And that is going to be a mess up. Who's in last here? Oh no, that is upsetting. As Aaron and Brescia are in the lead, it was Shumi. Shumi hit, and Shumi's completely out of this. They need to do this without Shumi, the guy who's gotten the really sick time so far. And Brescia and Mist are doing it by themselves. They see that Shumi is out. They know what they need to do, and they're doing it well. But Splunk is trying to ruin the 1-2 as Era tries to get it into a top 3. It is a top 3. Splunk can't keep it together here. Brescia and Mist are going to be 1-2 here. Era makes it a 1-2-3. PCS 4, 5, 6, 7, but that's definitely not going to be enough. That's way more than 19 points. So, according to my calculations, if you get a 1-2 and two of your other teammates finish in 7-8, it will be a draw at the end. So, a 1-2 is practically an automatic draw or win. If you do the math, 8 plus 7 is 15. All you need is 3 more, and you get 1 for last place and 2 for second to last. That's 3 points that is needed to draw. But that being said, Shubi Skids in a league of his own right now with Era and Mist right behind him. 300, just absolutely dominating. Hisaris, pretty good on this map as well, but just doesn't seem to have what it takes to be able to beat these top 3 players here. Ebitith gets past Hisaris as he bonks. I think everyone bonked a bit past their Mist, coming in 6th, but the 1-2-3 is an automatic victory. And it's 5-0 for 300. What's going on over at Conquerors? Project Conquerors, they started off so strong. And as I said, they were a wild card. We don't know what they're capable of, but it seems like neither do they, because they can't keep finishing like this. Someone just flipped off, and it was someone on the side of 300, and so this is advantage for the Conquerors here, but they need to get very good times here. Hisaris, Epitek, and Splunk are right up there. Mist and Brescia are trying to ruin it. Brescia in the lead. Mist in 3rd. Hisaris and Ebitith are 4th and 5th here. They're going to be the important ones because it depends who gets past. As Splunk here with Brescia, he concedes the concedes the 1st place, but 2nd and 3rd is theirs. 5th is as well as 6th. That is a win for 300 as Brescia and Mist are not going to be enough. Shubi Skids and Era, they completed out with a 7th and 8th. That's the first win for 300. Tight group at the start here. No one's bonked just yet. As we continue on here, it's starting to look very strong for 300. Top 4 300. But I think that Shubi Skids, he's going to fall a little bit behind, as well as Brescia. But everyone else is here right now, and they're fighting for it. Splunk and Hisaris, they're fighting. They're trying to ruin this top 4 for the 300 team. Splunk especially doing a very good job, and Nayrod gets his name into the mix here. Nayrod, we haven't seen that name whatsoever so far near the top, but he's currently in 4th, falls down to 6th, and that's going to be it. That's a 6-1 lead for sure. PCS coming second, 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's such a good round. Shumi Skins with a 0.1, Splunk with a 0.2. Brescia and the rest of 300 getting a 0.3 or 0.4. And the Conquerors are just not able to get over that hurdle, get over the hump. They know that they're able, especially Nero and Ebatith here, are definitely able of 0.4s and 0.3s, but they haven't been able to do so. Neither in the warm-ups, no in this game. Ebatith is in the back here. The only time he hasn't been in loss is when someone's absolutely died, and no one's done so just yet. Well, I just had to open my mouth, I guess. He's up into 6th now. Nayrod is going to hit as well. Ebatith, he's up to 5th, but Hisaris needs to do something drastic here because Shumi Skins, Mist, and Era are going to bring this to the brink. And there you go with Brescia coming in 6th. It's official. That is the win for 300. 6-1. That one was a lot more confident, a lot more decisive. This is what I expected out of the 1v1 from Era, but you can't win them all, I guess. The good comeback coming from PCS there in that 1v1. In the 3v3, they lost out. They got absolutely beat. Onto this next map, the 4v4, and PCS just never stood a chance. Project Conquerors lose this one, 300. Go 1-1 in League 2 today. They won 3 maps. They lost 3 maps. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming and watching. To anyone watching the VOD or the YouTube video later on today, thank you so much for coming along and watching it. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next week for more TCS games.